The Congress party seems to be facing an uphill task, whether it comes to the ED raid or for that making a choice between the CM face. Is it Sidhu? Is it Channi? We have with us Randeep Singh Surjewala. Sir, you've been associated with the state for a very long time. People say that a face is required as far as the party. Both Channi as well as Sidhu has made it clear that people should know who's leading them. So who is leading, who is the CM face as far as...
Well, let me begin by saying that we see challenges as opportunities. We see Modi made adversities as strengths to push forward. As far as our government and faces go, Sardar Charanjit Singh Channi is the face of Congress government. He has done commendable, stellar work in 111, 112 days of his government. Our party's head is Sardar Navjot Singh Sidhu. We are going ahead both with our government's head and party's head. We have a time-tested...
There seems to be a tussle. There seems to be a war between the Sardars. How do you handle that battle of Sardars? So who is, because both want to be the CM. I mean, they've not made any bones about it, about the CM post.
Let me remind you that Punjabis are most affable. And they assimilate as quickly as you see some amount of differences. And between Channi Sahab and Sidhu Sahab, there are no ideological differences. There can be a difference in approach. That's a
also in position.
That's a democratic way. If I was not doing so, you will be asking today on India Today question, why are you autocratic? So we are being democratic. There is space for both of them. There is opportunity for both of them. And end of the day, both of them don't want posts.
You will keep people guessing. But what about the guessing game as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned? When is he coming to Punjab? We haven't seen him make trips here.
Well, Rahul ji is definitely coming here. We all know Election Commission guidelines, and that's why no rallies can be held. Very soon he will be here. We will make sure he travels to important parts, at least meets Congress workers in however small numbers possible. Large numbers may not be possible on account of EC guidelines. He will also meet media friends, and he will try and address as many Congress people as possible.
Meeting Congress people, but the other contention is about the ED raids and how Charanjit Singh Channi's own relative is found to be involved. There's a FIR of 2018. Is this a setback for the Congress party, or is it a setback for Charanjit Singh Channi?
Neither. ED is now election department. BJP is seeking to take revenge against people of Punjab. It's an attack on Punjabiyat. It's an attack on 3 crore Punjabis. It's an attack on the Dalits, poor and the backwards of this state. BJP is jittery because Congress is coming back.
You may be talking about it. Doesn't it dent the impression? Many people are saying he is no longer the Aam Aadmi if, so many crores are really coming out of his relative's own home.
Well, I challenge everybody. And I challenge everybody to prove it. In 2018, an FIR is lodged on 32 people. Sardar Charanjit Singh Channi or his relative or any member of his family is not part of that FIR. There is a challan and an ongoing matter. Channi or Channi's relatives are not part of it. The only allegation ED has, Mr. Channi's nephew knew somebody. So, you know me.
See, you're talking about some vague thing. But when we come to other states, there seems to be trouble, even as far as Uttarakhand is concerned. Now, we all know about Hark Singh Rawat. He made it very clear he wants to come back to the Congress fold. Why has Congress not made that particular decision?
If you see, the problem lies actually there is a disorder in the house of BJP in Uttarakhand. Everybody is leaving them. Why? Mr. Hark Singh Rawat, who's a senior leader, felt humiliated and felt that the voice of Uttarakhandis are being stifled there. He has expressed his desire to campaign for the Congress party. He will shortly take a call.
One final question. How do you see the move of Aparna Yadav, her exit from SP and her coming into BJP?
I have no comments to offer. The ongoings between Sappa and BJP, they have to answer that. All I know that political opportunism of this nature has never paid dividends to anybody, and BJP has lost the backing of the poor, the farmers, the backwards and the Dalits, and they are on their way out.
BJP is on its way out. That is what Randeep Singh Surjewala is saying. But here in Congress, as far as the state is concerned, there are speculations as to who could be the CM face for the Congress party. There have been names out, but the real competition still lies ahead. The High Command is yet to pick a CM face. With camera person Chandiram, this is Kamaljit Sandhu in Chandigarh for India Today.